Hi, it's Rob. Welcome to another Raspberry Pi hands-on tutorial. In this video, we'll use a vibration switch to toggle a dual color LED. To follow along, in addition to a Raspberry Pi board with a micro SD card with the Raspberry Pi OS installed and a power supply, you'll also need a vibration switch module, a dual color LED, and some jumper wires. In this video, I'll also be using a GPIO extension board connected to the breadboard. We'll start by looking at the vibration switch. It has 3 pins, one for signal, one for VCC or power, and one for ground. I'll connect the ground pin to the ground rail on the breadboard and the power pin to the power rail on the board. Then I'll connect the signal pin using the yellow wire to GPIO 17. Looking at the dual color LED sensor, this also has 3 pins, a red, a green, and a ground. I'll start by connecting ground to the ground rail on the breadboard, then connect the yellow jumper wire, which runs from the red pin on the sensor to GPIO 18 on the board, and the red jumper wire, which runs from the green pin on the sensor to GPIO 18. And now our circuit's complete. Looking at the code, we'll start out by importing RPI GPIO as GPIO and importing time. Then we'll create variables for the vibration pin on GPIO 17, the red LED pin on GPIO 18, and the green LED pin on GPIO 27. The setup function will set the GPI mode to the board, then set up the red pin and the green pin on GPIO out. The vibration pin will be set up as GPIO in, and the pull up down property will be set to GPIO PUT up. The main processing function has an infinite loop, which will check to see if the input of the vibration pin is equal to 0. Then it will increment a state variable, which starts at 0, and check to see if the state is greater than 1. If it is, it'll set the state equal to 0, and then call the LED function, passing it the state. In the LED function, the state is referenced as x, so if x, or the state, equals 0, then we'll set GPI output to the red pin, and GPI output for the green pin. If the state is equal to 1, we'll set the reverse for the red pin and the reverse for the green pin. Then return to the loop, and sleep. So if we run this and then head over to the device, if I simply tap the table or the switch, it isn't enough of a vibration to trigger it to turn on the LED. However, if I give it a good flick, which simulates a hit or a fall, we can see the LED is toggled. So that concludes this video on using a vibration switch to toggle a dual color LED. If you found it useful, feel free to give it a like. And if you'd like to be notified when I add more content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another Raspberry Pi video soon.